Okay, we do have all the members of the committee here, and again, welcome to the virtual hearing for Taxation, Finance, and Economic Development Committee. In attendance, oops, 1 second. My thing just. Okay, in attendance, we do have a representative from the Council President Brandon Scott's office, and that's Dominic McAlley. Could you say present or here, Dominic? We'll
Hey, good morning, Councilwoman. I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Members of the committee, myself, Chair, Vice President, and Representative of the 6th District, Sharon Green Middleton. We also have Danielle McCray, Vice Chairwoman, Representative of the 2nd District.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Ed Reisinger, member of the committee, 10th District.
Here.
Councilman Eric Costello, member of the committee, 11th District.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
And Councilman Robert Stokes, member of the committee, 12th District.
I'm here. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. And I don't see any other council members on. We do have representative of the mayor's office, Matt Stegman.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Okay, this morning, the Taxation, Finance, and Economic Development Committee will have a hearing for Bill number 20-0536, Minority and Women's Business Program, the interim extension, and this is for the purpose of postponing for an interim period the automatic termination of the Minority and Women's Business Program, providing for a special effective date and generally related to city procurement requirements. This bill was introduced on June 15th, 2020. This bill was sponsored by President Brandon Scott for the administration. And I'm gonna go right to the agencies, and we'll start with Tamara Brown with the Minority Women in Business Office. Tamara, hi.
Good morning. Good morning, Madam Chair, Co-Chair. I do appreciate you all having this hearing today. You're expediting it given the August 30th deadline to sunset the office. I did to all last summer in June to receive an extension. And so I just kind of wanted to explain a bit why we're here again today. So the extensions have been based on not having a disparity study, which is required legally and constitutionally to have a program such as ours where we set MBE and WBE goals. So we haven't had one since the one that was published in 2014 for Baltimore City. When I became the acting chief, which was sometime around January of 2019, there was not an RFP drafted, and it was not prepared to go out for bid for a consultant to prepare the disparity study. By April 17th of 2019, we had received bids from the BOE, and we were reviewing bids. And then there were some findings within the RFP, some things that were left out from the Bureau of Purchases. The actual tallying of the bids was not disclosed to the bidder, so we had to re-contract. And so that I guess when I came to you all, it was out for bid, and we needed the extension for the actual conducting of the disparity study. So we put it back out for bid, and we added the missing information. And on September 25th, 2019, the BOE received the bids for the new solicitation. And from there were numerous challenges. I think there were some findings of non-responsiveness. There were some reviews. And so for whatever reason, the award has been extremely delayed. Again, not to the fault of the law department or the Minority and Women's Business Opportunity Office. It was just part of the procurement process. So we did stay diligent in the process and pushed and asked a lot of questions. The review panel, which comprised of DOT representatives, representatives from DPW, and representatives from my office, did finally come to an agreement on who the lowest responsive and the highest technical score, and that was in February of 2020. There were some additional delays just to get it to the Board of Estimates. A number of things happened, but we were very involved in getting it done. So it has been awarded to MGT Consulting, and we actually had the post-award meeting last month. So knowledge as of last week, the consultant has signed the contract, and our contracts department here is going to sign the contract, and then we will start the disparity study. A disparity study typically takes 12 months, and so that's why we're seeking an extension a little beyond the 12 months to December of 2021. So a good done, and we're going to be asking a lot more of this disparity study. For the first time, we're asking for LGBTQ inclusion, veterans, disabled persons. So we're going to be looking at, it's going to be a wider disparity study. And we also partnered with HABC, who was also doing a disparity study. So it was going out at one time. There was a bit of confusion about how the bids went out, but that was made some time ago. So here we are today. I want to stress the importance of the program. You know, we've done a lot for the minority businesses. The whole structure of the program has really changed, I believe, over the last 12 months or more. We're doing a lot more diligent compliance reviews, and we're really looking at the companies we're certifying to ensure that they are in the Baltimore City market area and that they are benefiting, and, you know, that helps with employment and economic development and public safety. So we are really looking at a wide lens. We've worked very closely with the Office of Inspector General to find a lot of fraud in contracts, a lot of fraud going on in this program. So we work hand in hand with the IG, and you know, we've become a really important part of their team is identifying. I mean, we see every city contract for the most part, so we know we can easily identify when something is wrong, and so we work really hard at doing that. So I just wanted to emphasize the importance of the program. We will start collecting liquidated damages for not paying subcontractors within 7 days, as has been stipulated in the law. We're going to impose that. We have a online system, a web-based system that we're implementing where people will go online and actually submit their applications versus the paper we're dealing with now. And we'll also do compliance online where a prime vendor will log in and say what they pay their subs. Their subs will log in and verify payment. It's going to work with the finance system so we know when a prime is paid, and that 7-day window will start. So you'll get a lot less calls from your constituents when they haven't been paid, including the primes. We want to make sure the primes are paid within 30 days from the city. So we're working really hard to bring in technology. That technology was well overdue, and it's only implemented right now. So if there are no further questions, we just are asking all the members to, you know, agree with the extension, as we believe we're doing really good work.
Thank you for what you continue to do. And I guess it's just to confirm, it's important to say that this disparity study is within city government as well as with the subcontractors and so on, with people that get contracts. So it's definitely happening in the correct time. I see that Councilman Stokes, you have a question for Ms. Brown?
Just a comment. First of all, I want to thank Ms. Brown because she's been working with me on the bill I introduced, late payments to subcontractors. And we were about to hearing on that, but the COVID came. So I wanted to thank Ms. Brown for her leadership because she have taken the ball and ran with it and did a great job. So Ms. Brown, just look for a hearing coming up for late payments to subcontractors. I was just talking to Kathy in my office, and we're going to schedule that because we have the data to back up how these contracts are being issued, and mostly over at DPW when you give out $3 billion in money contract, and black contractors get less than 2%. That's absurd. That's when we got to start addressing for the tracking where the equity is and not just using buzzwords. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions from the committee for Ms. Brown? Okay, moving on to the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. I think I saw a representative there. Is Ms. Gavin on?
Sorry, we submitted a report. We stand by our report as submitted.
Thank you.
So much.
The Baltimore Development Corporation, Stephanie Sue, are you on board, Stephanie, with the Baltimore Development Corporation? Hello, I see you there, but hello. We'll go back to the Baltimore Development Corporation and move on to the Law Department, Ms. Elena DePedro. The Law
Good
Department.
morning. Good morning, Madam Chair. This is Elena DePietro from the City Law Department. Of course, we support the Office of Minority Women's Business Enterprises and Tamara's great work there. And we approved the mechanism used here to extend the period for
Gotcha.
to extend the expiration date out until we can get the new disparity study done.
Thank you. Any questions for the Law Department from the committee? And a message was just sent from the Baltimore Development Corporation, Ms. Sue, that they do stand by their report.
And Madam Chair, just for the record, I do want to say in that report, BDC does support the bill.
Thank you, Matt. So that was Max Stedman from the mayor's office. Anyone else? And Matt, was there a report from Paul Taylor's office?
I have not received one yet. I'm not aware of. I believe that that office is supportive of the bill, but we will get a report for the committee's files as soon as possible.
Okay. And so you did say they are, you believe they're in support?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. All right. Okay, do we have, check and see if we have some public testimony? No public testimony. Do I hear a motion to move the bill from my committee?
Move, Reisinger.
Moved by Councilman Reisinger. Do I have a second? Do I have a second to move the bill?
Second.
Second by Vice Chair McCray. Sharon Middleton, yes. Vice Chair McCray
Yes.
is a yes. Councilman Costello
Yes.
is a yes. Councilman Reisinger
Yes.
is a yes. Councilman Stokes.
Yes.
All right, the committee, all is in the affirmative, and the committee will present this bill to the full council at second reader at the next council meeting. And this virtual hearing is adjourned. Thank you all for participating.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.